O'Shea has me thinking a little bit after this funeral debacle. He has me thinking a little bit. The question I want to ask is, where does O'Shea really live? Does he live in Poland or does he live in Africa? I'm trying to figure out how much time does this man have, because he's a doctor now. And no, he's not a doctor working in a hospital or whatever else, but he just finished medical school, if I'm not mistaken, last year? So he has to be doing some type of residency or some type of clinicals or something. So I'm trying to figure out, how is this guy able to do residency or clinicals, run 3 YouTube channels, and travel back and forth from Europe to Africa? I'm trying to figure that out. That's a lot.
Good morning, America and the rest of the world. Xander J. Hobson here, stand-up comedian, entertainer, director, and producer of boxing documentaries, and internet troll to those who need internet trolling. This is another episode of The Devil's Advocate, brought to you by the Brilliant Artist Movement. I'm trying to grow the platform, so please subscribe, like this video, share it, and by all means leave a comment in the comment section, because I enjoy checking out the feedback from these videos that I make, as well as exchanging opinions and points of views with you all. Now, if you are a detractor and it is your nature to detract, I encourage you to do so. But just know, if you get cute in my comment section, wow! I'm gonna deal sternly with you. I'm the troll's troll, and trolling me will not be tolerated. So anyway, right, I was watching the Kevin Samuels Roast Network guy, and the Kevin Samuels Roast Network guy has moved his venom to O'Shea Duke Jackson. Now, this latest video of his that I saw,
It has me thinking a little bit. The question I want to ask is, where does O'Shea really live? Does he live in Poland or does he live in Africa?
and it was a very humorous, entertaining video, I don't mind telling you. But throughout this video, the Kevin Samuels Roast Network guy seemed to be consumed with how O'Shea Duke Jackson was dividing his time. The Kevin Samuels Roast Network guy talking about how can O'Shea Duke Jackson be a successful YouTuber? How can he be a medical student? How can he be a doctor? How can he divide his time the way he's doing? The Kevin Samuels Roast Network guy and the people in his comment section had some very good points.
He just finished medical school, if I'm not mistaken, last year? So he has to be doing some type of residency or some type of clinicals or something. So I'm trying to figure out, how is this guy able to do residency or clinicals, run 3 YouTube channels, and travel back and forth from Europe to Africa?
I read one comment where the sister was talking about how intense medical school was, and how the labs and all of that stuff was so intense that it would be very difficult for a person to be in medical school and run a YouTube channel in the manner that O'Shea Duke Jackson does. I believe, according to the Kevin Samuels Roast Network guy, O'Shea Duke Jackson has 3 or 4 channels. Then the Kevin Samuels Roast Network guy was talking about.
Now he said it. Now I don't know how much this man makes on YouTube. I really don't care. But he says he makes $30,000 a month off of YouTube. That's a lot of money. You know, most people, I'm not going to say everybody, but they start making a lot of money. He's making a lot of money. They would start focusing on the thing that's making a lot of money. They would put all their efforts into that one situation where they're making money, and they would probably put their other activities on the back burner. Not saying that they would totally cut it off, but they would put it on the back burner and maybe come back to it later when they have time. But no, not Oshay. Oshay did it all. He did everything. And he's currently doing everything. And I'm trying to figure out, how is he able to run these 3 channels, travel back and forth to Africa, and do his clinicals or his residency if he has to do it? Because I don't know what the situation is in a foreign country. You know, I know in America, you have to do some type of clinical or residency or something before they quote unquote make you an MD.
At some point, Kevin Samuels Roast Network guy commented about O'Shea Duke Jackson's academic acumen.
Everything is just not adding up, you know. So either O'Shea is a genius or something is not adding up, because if he was so smart, and he could have easily just gotten into medical school in the States. He could have took the MCAT in the States. So, but he had to go all the way overseas. So that lets me know that he wasn't accepted into one of the programs in the United States.
The Kevin Samuels Roast Network guy making some of the same claims that the Sinner and the Saint made about O'Shea Duke Jackson.
I'm trying to figure out, how are you able to do all this? He's in an Eastern European country. And in that country, they speak another language. So there's a language barrier there too. I've never heard O'Shea speak any Polish or whatever the language they speak. I've never heard him speak any form of a European dialect, foreign dialect rather. Does he know the native language?
The Kevin Samuels Roast Network guy touching on some good points.
And not only that, if you're going to school in this foreign country, are the books in English or the books in their native tongue? Not only that, if you're a doctor, when you go to your clinicals or you do your residency, you're probably going to be in one of the local hospitals. I'm pretty sure the majority of the people in the local hospitals speak the native tongue.
It's something I never thought about.
How is this guy a doctor and a YouTuber? And then the type of content that he makes. You know, only a Negro that would be a doctor would make woman-hating, sneak-dissing content. I don't think a white doctor would be making content similar to what O'Shea content is. So I'm trying to figure this shit out. I mean, my only guess is that it has to be 2 of these niggas. It has to be O'Shea has to have a twin. I'm thinking O'Shea has a twin. He has to have a twin, because there's no way that he's able to do all this stuff. I mean, I don't see it. He's flying all over the damn world. He's running these channels. I mean, I just don't see. I'm trying to figure out, how does he do it? It's just not. But you know, not calling him a liar, not calling him, you know, not saying that he can't do everything that I'm saying he's done. But it just got me to thinking. You know, maybe somebody in the chat can maybe help me out. You know, explain it to me a little bit further so I can truly understand. You know, explain it to me like I'm a 3-year-old.
I have a supposition that I want to throw out there. O'Shea Duke Jackson has had himself cloned. O'Shea Duke Jackson setting himself up to live a finer, better life by having himself cloned by way of Oshay-Toshay and Fushay. Duke Jackson. So that's it, folks. I'm done with it. Bam!
A little boy climbed an apple tree. He stole an apple, then two, then three. And when he started to climb back down, he slipped and he landed on the ground.